So recently Mikrotik released version 6.44.2 in their stable train, which was set to address the IPv6 route cache and neighbor table issues that they had recently had. Right here I've got router running route cache print interval 1, so we can watch the event occur, and in another window I'm going to go ahead and run this command that was known to previously drive up the cache size and exhaust the resources and reboot the box. Now, as you can see, the max cache size is different now. It looks like it's been basically cut in half from what it was by default before. That's a configurable option, but in this case, it's set to default. All right, I'm going to run the command here, and this will drive up the cache size pretty quickly. You can watch it right away, jumps right up. Now, in theory, this should not cause any problem for the device. It should be able to absorb this without issue, no problem. One thing I have noticed is that in previous versions of Router OS, when this happens, the box becomes strangely unstable afterwards, and I think this is related to how memory allocation is done and recovered. I have not tried that on this newer version yet. This will be an interesting test because this is actually the router that runs where I am connected to, so it's a quote-unquote production router that runs my home lab and my home office and stuff. But you can see here that it times out the routes pretty quickly. It hasn't come to the point where it's reached the max cache size, which is interesting because in prior versions it would run right up to the limit and then the box would just reboot. So this has been running this entire time, and as you can see, it keeps pruning the routes out, expiring the route cache faster, I believe. So only time will tell if the memory exhaustion problem causes a longer term issue, but so far it looks like this particular build of Router OS solves the problem.